Everything I say in this video are my own thoughts and opinions. You should look into the information for yourselves. Any photos and articles used have been pulled from the public domain and from social media, and I'm using them under the Fair Use and Fair Dealings guidelines. Well, good morning everybody. It's the Duchess of Monty Shit Show here. It's just gone 6:10 AM on Saturday the 19th of March in Sussex, England. And I hope you can hear me. I'm currently stood in my kitchen trying to keep my voice down as I have 3 children who are still sleeping. Now, many of you will be waking up to the news that Yankee Wally's YouTube channel has been terminated by YouTube. I'm not shocked, if I'm being completely honest. I am angry, as I know a lot of you are currently. And I'm saddened for Sadie, Yankee Wally, but I'm not shocked. Yeah, yeah, I mean, where do you even start with this? I came into the Megxit community around about a year ago now, right off the back of the Oprah interview, when I just basically had enough of Harry and Meghan trashing the royal family and trashing the British public, which is when I started then looking around on YouTube for people that were like-minded, and that's when I joined Twitter. And one of the very first accounts I was recommended to go and follow was Yankee Wally, along with Murky Meg, who we all know was terminated by Twitter back in August or September of last year. And I found Sadie, Yankee Wally, to be a breath of fresh air, if I'm honest. As we all know, she's a 65-year-old pensioner in Wales, you know, a disabled pensioner, no less, lives on her own with a couple of cats. You know, she's not a hateful anti-Meghan account, despite what the squad and Christopher Boozy would have you think. She's not anti-Meghan. She is just very passionate about the Queen and the royal family, and she really hates the fact that Meghan and Harry are doing what they're doing, and that their children are in the line of succession currently without any formal proof to, you know, even if they exist. You know, you have to be honest, nobody has seen the birth certificates. You know, parentage hasn't been, you know, what I would say satisfactorily proved. But that's not something I want to go into. That's not really something I talk about a lot anyway. But obviously Sadie does, and Sadie's been very vocal over the past few years, I believe. And, you know, we all knew this day was coming. It's a sad day for the Megxit community, but we all know Sadie. We all know she will bounce back. She will find some way of, you know, gobbing off. You know, she'll find some way of coming back, I'm sure. But yeah, as you can no doubt well imagine, Christopher Boozy and Scooby-Doo and Ellie Hall are all over on their Twitter pages right now, absolutely gloating and basking in their glory. And yes, we're the ones who finally managed to get Yankee Wally's channel demonetized and taken down. Well, all I can say to you guys is enjoy your 30 pieces of silver. Enjoy it, because, you know, karma's a bitch and it will come for you. And that's not a threat, you know, before anyone from the squad hears this and, you know, decides to make an issue out of it. It's not a threat. It's, you know, it's a fact. Karma does get everyone in the end. What goes around comes around. And yeah, I mean, so, you know, to anyone who's new to this channel, new to the Megxit community, let me just explain something. As I said, Yankee Wally, Sadie, was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Megxit account. She was taken down off Twitter some time ago now. I think we're talking, oh goodness sake, 8 or 9 months ago. And then she, you know, successfully set up elsewhere. But throughout it all, her YouTube channel has been going from strength to strength. Now, Sadie says what she thinks, and that's why we love her, because she keeps it real, she says what she thinks, and to hell with the consequences. And I mean, it's hard to know what to say. I haven't come here with a scripted video. I'm just at a loss for words. Now, about 5 or 6 weeks ago now, maybe, I caught one of Sadie's videos very early, actually. As soon as I got the notification on my phone, I clicked on the video, and I was really shocked to hear her say that she had just done a 2-hour interview with Ellie Hall for BuzzFeed News. I immediately switched off the video, and I did everything I could to try and contact Sadie. I went into her corned beef group and put the alert out there. I tried to get hold of other people on Twitter that I thought maybe might have her personal email and phone number. I was given her email addresses. I tried to contact her on email, as did a lot of other people. Unfortunately, it turned out it was too late to stop the interview going ahead. And I believe this is the consequence of that interview. We all, or certainly I did, had a feeling that Ellie Hall was not to be trusted. We'd seen her previously, talking to Christopher Boozy on other matters, and then she was being all nicey in the Megxit community. So, she was obviously in between the two. I'd had her blocked, if I'm honest. But, I know a lot of people had followed her. So in this 2-hour interview that Sadie gave to Ellie Hall, she was her usual self. I mean, obviously, Sadie has lived a very colourful life. You can't disagree with that. And she was very candid. She was very open and honest in this 2-hour interview. But if I have to say this, and Sadie, if you're listening, it's definitely not a criticism of you, my darling. She was too trusting. Sadie was far too trusting, unfortunately. And she went ahead with this interview despite not knowing what the angle of the story was going to be and exactly what was going to be said in Ellie's article. And so a few days ago, the article came out, and it was spun in a way that it was all, Samantha Markle was Meghan's biggest troll, and Yankee Wally was in on it, and they all conspired together. And off the back of that article, it was no surprise that Samantha Markle's Twitter accounts were all suspended, and then 3 or 4 days later they've managed to get Yankee Wally's YouTube channel taken down. Now, these are just my thoughts and opinions. I think there have been some brown envelopes handed around somewhere. Some calls have been made, some emails have been flying between here and Monty Shit Show. And I think, definitely some favours have been called in. And all I will say to you is congratulations. You haven't won the you haven't won the war. This is just a minor blip in the battle. But, the truth, if there is any truth to be found, it will be found. Not by me. I'm not an investigative journalist. I'm not one of the bigger investigative accounts, such as, Baroness Brooke and, Pink Vanilla and all the other great accounts out there that seem to get, into the truth of the matters. I'm not one of those people. But, I honestly do believe the truth, if there is any truth to be found, it will come out. And, Meghan and Harry and Christopher Boozy and Omid Scobie and Ellie Hall, they can try and twist the truth, and they can try and censor people as much as they like, but in the end, lies are lies and truth is truth, and truth will always come out one way or the other. So, all I will say to Sadie is that, we love you, darling. I don't know if she even knows that her account's been taken down yet, to be honest. But, no doubt this will be a big blow to her, because this is where she got much of her income from. And, we stand we stand behind you, we support you, we love you, you know. Take some time for yourself, my darling. Take some time to, you know, regroup and, you know, just plan what you're going to do next. Yeah, and for no doubt the Sussex squad, and who are all crowing at this moment in time, you know, don't worry, there's still plenty more, you know, accounts such as myself popping up all the time, you know, not anti Meghan and Harry, we just want to discuss, you know, what is happening to our royal family. And unfortunately, over the last couple of years, Meghan and Harry have been a big part in things that are happening, you know, to our royal family, good and bad. So of course they're going to be discussed more often than not, because more often than not they are the ones that are causing all the negative press and the bad PR and excuse me, and creating a lot of divisiveness and ill will between people. And you know, it's just the Megxit community is just a community of people, like-minded people coming together to discuss it. We don't sit there and collaborate, and we don't sit there and, you know, over our cauldrons and, you know, make, you know, plots and plans. That's not how it works. We just talk and share ideas and, you know, share things. That's all it is. But, you know, you've done what you set out to do. You've had Yankee Wally taken down. And yeah, just enjoy the bounty that no doubt was on her head. Enjoy it, share it out between you, you know, have a good laugh. But ultimately, you guys will not be the ones laughing. But anyway, that's just me sounding off. Don't know what you guys all think. Yeah, I'm just really, really saddened by the whole situation. But what I will do, I will just pop up a couple of screenshots of other great accounts that basically do the same as we all do. Discuss Meghan and Harry, discuss the royal family, you know, discuss any stories that come out in the press and try to get to the bottom of things and get to the truth of the matter. There's some really, really great accounts out there. I will post some screenshots of these accounts. If you want to find them on Twitter or if you want to find them on YouTube, please go ahead and support them, because they need support more than ever now. Under this sort of digital misinformation era, you know, and everyone's being put my teeth in, being shut down at every available opportunity just because we say something that somebody doesn't like and they get offended. It's not fair, it's not right to be censored, you know, just for having an opinion. But this is 2022 and this is the world we're now living in. So it's more important than ever that people stand together, stand firm, and won't be bullied. And, you know, this is exactly what's happened to Yankee Wally, in my opinion. She's been relentlessly trolled, relentlessly bullied, but, you know, she's still going, and absolutely good on her. You know, just for that fact alone, she deserves, you know, your support. So I'm going to head off now and make some breakfast, and probably throw a few plates of my own. Yeah, the lady in Monty Shit Show is not the only one who can throw plates. Sometimes I get a bit angry too. So yeah, so I hope your day is going to be a wonderful one. Sorry for the unplanned video, but I was just so cross that I just needed to sound off. Yeah, and if I hear any more, I'll be bringing it to you on this channel. But as I can tell at the moment, Yankee Wally's channel has been permanently terminated. Of course, if that situation changes, I'll let you know. But yeah, have a great day, guys, and speak to you soon. Bye.